Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well. I started this video by showing off my new rickshaw pen sleeve. It's a perfect fit for my new fountain pen and I really love the feel of it. But onto the content, and that's this process video of my journaling pages. I wanted to show you some journaling content as well, of course, because I want to switch it between journaling content and tarot content. But of course, in this video there will also be some tarot because I use them on my daily journaling pages or for my daily journaling pages. Nevertheless, let's see what I'm doing here, because I started with laying down some washi tape for these stickers. It's actually pieces I cut out of pet tape that a friend of mine shared with me. I think it's London Gifties pet tape, and I really like the cottage core vibe that it had, really spring-like images. And I made this spread last week when finally we got some sunshine and we got some spring vibes in the weather here in the Netherlands, because we have had a lot of rain. But let's hope that's a bit in the past now, because with the sun that's shining, I really feel this different vibe for journaling. And then when you look back in your journal throughout the months, you can see that color shift and the shift of the images that you're using, from the girls with the coats on and with the sweaters on, onto now a bit of a lighter and more sunnier vibe in the journal. So I really like that. As you see, I'm also laying some washi tape on the next page, and I'm just figuring out where I want to place my stickers. I always use those text box stickers. The reason why I use those is that I want to have a little segment on my page where I really write about where I'm grateful for on that specific day. And I've been doing that for quite some time now, and I wondered if I wanted to stop it or just turn my pages around a bit and not do that anymore. But I think for my journaling practice, I really like having that little bit of time when I'm sitting down with my journal, thinking about what I was grateful for on that day, because sometimes the days aren't that great and you have like shitty days, of course, like we all have sometimes. And then for me, it really is nice to be able to just see that one positive thing that was there, or think about that one little positive thing that was there and focus on that for a little bit. Because even though the day is very, very, very sad or just not the way you wanted it to go, there's always something that you can mention. At least for me, up until now, there was always something I could think about that was actually something I was grateful for in that day. So I'm just going to keep doing that. What you see me doing here is, of course, making a collage of my stickers. The ones I'm sticking on the page now, that's a see-through sticker that I print myself, like the way I provide you with sticker sheets. You can, of course, print them on regular white paper. You can print them on white sticker paper, or even you have washi sheets, like washi paper sheets that have sticky backs. But I used clear sticker paper, and I really love the way that looks on my pages. Like the images really melt into the page. But if I would have done that with, for instance, this house that I'm sticking on now, then you would see the background through the house. And if you want to create layers on your page, that's not really nice, because then you see everything that you put in the background also through your image of the house, and you want that to be most upfront. So that's why I would, if I was printing, I would make a difference between the things that I use in my background and there I would use the clear and see-through sticker paper, but for instance houses or a lot of the girls that I print, I actually still use white sticker paper. But of course that's all my personal preference, and that doesn't mean that you should also do that in the same way. Just to tell you how I do it. Here in the corner I'm also going to put some washi tape with the bottle. You saw me thinking about this part a bit because I started with putting washi tape here and then I switched it up to the page on the right, and now I thought, all right, wait, I still want some washi tape there, and I have some little circles that they were also on washi tape. I cut them out just as extra elements, make it a little bit more playful. And then I see where I want to lay them down on the page. First stick those on, and then afterwards I'm gonna put the bit of pet tape on. And the pet tape is a little bit shiny, so that's not so nice for filming, but you will see it better later on in this video. And the other little circle I wanted to put behind this image, I switched it up and moved it to the top part of my page because I thought it would look cuter there. So that's what I do. I just fiddle around with the pieces that I thought I was gonna use or wanted to use, and then sometimes you just switch it up because it looks nicer on another part of your pages. Here, this is also the see-through paper, and this is a little stamp that I put on the brown paper, and it says 3 because it was the 3rd of March. Here you see me using a sticker sheet from Love by Gaby. It's the girl with the coffee, and it was because it was like a coffee drinking day, let's say that, and the colors of her shirt just fitted the rest of the page beautifully, so I had to use that image. Sometimes that's just how it works, and then I combine it with some leaves that I printed on that see-through sticker paper, and then if I put the leaves on top of the girl, then it works because then you get the layers as you see here. But if I put the girl on top of the leaves, and especially when it's around her face, then you get some really weird colors in her face, and that's not really pretty. Then of course my little tarot sticker, I really love using those. It just is so easy when I flip through my pages to see which cards I drew on which days. And it's nice to see if you have a lot of the same cards in a week or in a month, and it's nice to look back on. Just cutting off the overlapping pieces of my stickers. Here you see another page, and as you see I write a lot, so I need my white space to be able to write about my day, about my card of the day, and that's why I have that much of white space in my pages. Here you see a new stamp that I had. I got that in last week from Cafe Analog. I was lucky enough to finally grab these stamps. I really have been having my eye on them for quite a while, so I'm happy that I have them now. And I've been using them, of this one of course because it's March, so now you can use it for a complete month, but I have been using it a lot. Then I have this stamp that says inspired by nature, and it just was so fitting for these pages. I don't use that stamp a lot, but for these pages I really liked it because I just was feeling that spring and nature vibe in these pages. I did stamp a little bit sloppy, so I have a white pen just to crisp it up a bit because I moved my stamp a bit while I was doing this. But of course, there's nothing we can't fix, and sometimes mistakes happen, and then there's always a creative way to work around it. At least that's how I see it. And after I put away my pen, it's time for another stamp. It says love this day. It's all the quote stamps. I think they were from Nikki Dotti. It's a Dutch online shop, but I don't know if she still sells them, to be honest. So I haven't looked for these stamps in a while, so I don't really know. Now, my pages are actually finished, at least for putting down stickers and stamps. So now it's time to get my card of the day, and I also wanted to show you how I do that. Of course, I'm shuffling my cards. I do that a couple of times just until I feel it's enough, but I want to make sure that they are shuffled well, and that's why I riffle shuffle a bit and then normal shuffle until I think it's enough. I just focus on what's important for me that day. And here I pulled the King of Swords card from the Oak, Ash and Thorn Tarot. It's the same deck I've been using since December 2023. I still love the cards, so I haven't felt the need to switch the deck yet. On these pages I'm writing in the little sticker, the tarot card sticker, I'm writing the card that I had that day, and I always write some keywords next to it or underneath it or wherever there is room in my journal to write the keywords that come with the deck. Just when I flip back in my journal, that I don't have to look for the keywords with the cards, that I just in just one eyesight I can see which card I had and which keywords belong to that card. Of course, I know a lot of the meanings of the cards, but it's just a really nice trigger to see them on my pages. So that's what I always do. I write that in with my black ink in my other fountain pen, and then I use Tombow markers just to highlight those keywords, and the rest of my pages I fill in later with daily writing and of course reflecting on that card of the day, because that's what I do in my daily journaling practice. I hope you liked this video. Here's a little overview of my completed pages, and I will see you next time in another tarot related video. Wishing you a very nice day and see you soon. Bye bye.